It's Rizmani on the beat. It's Rizmani on the beat. And you're welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news and analysis, where you get your information about the happenings in the globe, especially in Nigeria.
Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you would find yourself? Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you would find yourself?
I hope I reach you with this. What if we stop pretending and really do practice love? Yeah, like stop putting a price to it. Why would your loved ones fall from your expectation and you label them misfit? Expecting perfection.
Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the program. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Your microphone is not well set. I cannot hear you clearly. Is he speaking the same way? Am I coming out loud? How is your side? I hope you are doing very well, and I hope your environment is also calm. I want to welcome everybody to this interaction section, anywhere you are watching from. Thank you for joining us. There is a link there if you want to call in to contribute. Don't stay in the comment section, just call in. I will bring you in. This is an interaction section where we give people opportunity to, air their mind and their opinion. If you are only in the comment section, you might not freely express yourself. And I want to say to YouTube that I want to put a disclaimer to this program and all the content here in Linda's TV show, that we do not promote violence, hate speech, or misleading information. We are only here to educate and inform the members of the public, especially about self-determination. Self-determination is never a call for war. So YouTube, take note of this. My dear brothers and sisters, Biafra, all over the world, anywhere you are joining us from, like and share this video and make sure you participate not only in the comment section. There was a song I sang this morning. Some people are asking me who sang that song. Hey, I said, Agwa wanti manta no gihe mbage bise buruntie. Agwa na agwa ofeke fenyi shi ni mohia. Ahu eku na-egbo kenye mekuwa nkịta bụzi eku anụ na-egbuzi okenye ọbụghịzi nwata. If you want to know this song, I think it's Rosemary Chukwu, if I'm not mistaken. I love this song so much. So why did I use that song? Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is almost past 2 years. He traveled for an occasion in Kenya against his wish. Eastern Security, did I say Eastern Security? Eastern government conjoined with Nigerian government, they want to kidnap him against his wish. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also have dual citizenship. He has a British passport. In fact, he traveled to Kenya with a British passport, which means the British, they're supposed to be consigned. They're supposed to be more concerned. Ha chọrọ ịgwa m na ọ bụrụ na onye ọcha onye be ha ka ihe a mere, onye ha nọdụ 24 hours settle everything. This is a lesson to all of us, including me. Sometimes you see people here, they will tell you, I'm a German. So we say, I'm an American. They say, I'm a British. You are deceiving yourself. Ihe ọsọkwara gị bụrụ ihe ọsọkwara gị mee ha ka na-afụ gị asa onye ojii, ịbụkwa onye nke akwụkwọ ha na-enye dodo bụ were na ndị iberibe ka eji wee zara afa, mana mgbe o ruru na ihe a ya eme agwa gị ebe isi. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled there. They kept quiet. They are not doing anything about it. And Biafrans started the issue of civil disobedience, which is another way of protest, because if they should go on normal protest, they will kill them. They said, okay, let us use this method. And they have been doing it. All of a sudden, some group of people said that they have called it off. Thank God for the emergency of the good kind in the person of Prime Minister of Biafra, who insisted that this is the only weapon. When you are going to war with somebody and you don't have any weapon, you are just going there to disgrace yourself. They will make fool of you. So our Prime Minister said, no. If we if we should leave only this thing that is making them to listen to us, because if you say everybody should stop sitting at home, which means you are indirectly saying we should forget about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, this is somebody's son, this is somebody's father, this is somebody's husband. In the night you sleep, you joke with your children, you eat, you sleep comfortably. Ever since I heard Owazlike said that DSS is not a place somebody can pass a night. Each night I weep for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody is coming to tell us that we should stop it. We should stop it, which means we should forget about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it seems they have been acclimatized with that method, and today we are here to discuss the new upgraded other ways of civil disobedience, which is curfew, which the Prime Minister government in they are just taking him for a joke. Play ogasahananya otu ka ya esi nọgide iteta one day na Biafra bịa ifuze ndụ ụfọdụ ga-eji ncha ha na news otu a enwe ife ha fụrụ ha si na adịka ncha abagomanya play they are underrating Prime Minister. When he started, they thought nwa metole wo n'ogologo kama nna m nwa toro ogologo na-enwe sense ka nwa m dịka football ma nwere sense. Nwa meto na abụghị ogologo. They thought he is somebody that they can just play like football, put him inside a bag, but it's unfortunate that they couldn't do it. So he started the curfew. Normally, some people were saying, this place is open today. What is happening? Normally, most of the people in Biafra land, they don't get the direct information. They don't really know what is happening. And the first day you don't expect it. This is a new program. This is something that is introduced newly. That is why my brother Chuk Survivor, who is here, is going to elaborate more on this. Please, if you are joining us, share. Because edere like aka mmadụ dị ụta pịa aka ebe ahụ ịpịa aka ebe ahụ enweghị ife ya eme aka ga ya ka ya dịkwa otu ọ dị. If you want to call in to contribute, the door is open. There's a link there. Click the link if you want to show your face, and then if you don't want to show, you can turn it to audio. Thank you. My brother Chick Survivor, you are welcome. The floor is yours. I'm going to unmute myself now. I'm going to mute myself so that your voice will not be echoing. Thank you. Your mic is still doing the same thing. Can you set it very well? Your mic. Okay, let me off this. Speak now. Let me see.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, so I knew it was from your mic. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, I appreciate everyone that has been able to connect to this very program this evening. I thank you for joining the program wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Russia, China, any place you are joining us from, we appreciate you and we welcome you. Please, as my sister has said, kindly like and share this program because we are still on the radical evangelism. in this radical evangelism. Every one of us have to partake in it. This is one of the first assignments that our Prime Minister gave us. If you are very conversant and constant in the media, you will not forget this assignment. Radical evangelism. We have to make sure that information gets to people who need to hear us, to all Biafrans. Mazin Nannekanon likewise told us to carry everybody along. That is what we are doing. So that is why it is important for you to share, like, and share. When you click like, also, you are actually activating people to join us. Once you click like, it will help the algorithms to trigger people to come and watch us. So please kindly do so. So today, everyone know where we are today and what we are doing. I have said it in the past that after the last broadcast of our Prime Minister, the press statement, the game have changed. It is no longer business as usual. There's no longer time for play and time for jokes. And please, I want this very section to be a very interactive section, because we are in a time where the Biafra Republic Government in Exile want to hear your voice and your own opinion. In this platform, as we are talking, I can bet you that some members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile are watching, even our Prime Minister. So whatever question you ask here, whatever contribution you make here, it is going to get to him. So let us make it very interactive. Call in. You must not agree with everything we say. You must not agree with all we say. If you have a contrary opinion, come and make your argument, but please be civil in your speech. We do not come here to attack anybody. We don't come here to instigate violence. Neither do we come here to spill lies. It is the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you have a contrary opinion, click the link. Come in and make your contribution civil. Don't, as long as you keep your words civil, we are not going to interrupt you. You will use your time and speak and say what you want to say. So today, we have known the face of the struggle today. It is no longer business as usual. The civil disobedience have been stepped up. And before I proceed, I want to let everybody know that civil disobedience is not a crime. This is the most legitimate way for people to air their opinion democratically. It is a democratic means of people airing their opinion, more especially when you are dealing with tyrants. Remember, we started from protests. Protest wasn't working. Protest only brought death to us. And now we have chosen the most peaceful and safest means of expressing our view and demanding for our rights. Civil disobedience. It is not a crime. And one thing I want to tell you, I want you to remember that the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile is not just an ordinary person. He is a lawyer and he read international law. Put that at the back of your mind. He read international law, masters in international law. And there is no way somebody in such a career will be committing offense or doing something against the law. And he will be living in a civilized country like Finland. It is not possible.
My brother, you're welcome. Okay, introducing. Please make sure your background is quiet so that people understand what you are saying. Can you hear us? Ume, Alex.
Alex, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, you can speak now.
I can hear you louder.
Go on. Speak on. You're welcome. Go on, Alex. We are waiting for you. Speak to Biafrans. Tell us where you are calling from and speak to Biafrans. Alex, we cannot hear you. Mute yourself and speak.
Tricks, you can continue. Maybe network is disturbing him. He can call back.
Okay. So my Biafrans, as I was saying before, we must have to stand up and continue to do that which we are supposed to do. And what I was saying before is that you must have at the back of your mind that the person that is leading us today, our prime minister, can in no way disobey the law. He is somebody who is grounded in international law. There is no way he will commit any crime, knowing fully well that he is living in a very lawful country. He knows the enemies he has. He knows that we are facing the war. He cannot do anything that is against the law. He is grounded in international law. That is why I tell you, whatever command he gives, follow up the command without fear. Follow the directives without fear. Just follow the directives. And we are going to get into Biafra. Civil disobedience is your right. Self-defense is your right. Right to life is something that you have that you must not gamble with it. These three rights, you must not gamble with it. Self-determination, self-defense, and right to life. You must not gamble with it. And these are the three rights that the Biafran people are holding strong to protect. Coming down back to the civil disobedience that we have stepped up today, we choose another section of it. In addition to our self-defense, we call it a curfew. In that curfew, every Biafrans will be at their home. The target is the delegitimization of Nigerian government. That is the target. Starting from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. After 12 p.m., you can go to your various businesses. We want to make sure that the Biafra Republic Government in Exile takes control of Biafra land. Because it is very, very clear that we are not in the business of the so-called Nigeria. We are not included in any of their projects. We are not included. And it's not, I'm not just saying it to make you happy or just to make a point. No, it is the truth. You and I have seen a video. We have seen and heard from their own conventional media when they went and borrowed money. They borrowed money in the name of that so-called Nigeria. They said you're part of it, but they share that money within themselves. They did not include the Southeast. They did not. They just shared it within the Southwest and the North. Southeast was not included. You were here. They built their railway with a borrowed money, which you are going to be part of payment. And that railway run down everywhere, but it never comes to the Southeast. So when we tell you that you are not in their project, it is not a game. We are not just saying it just to make you happy or to make you angry. It is the truth. In case you don't understand that, look at the just ended election. They told you to your face that you don't have the right to cast a vote. You saw it. Many Biafrans lost their life because they wanted to cast a vote. You saw a woman that was blinded simply because she wanted to go and cast a vote. You saw Biafrans being warned that if they come any close to the ballot paper, that they're going to deal with them. You saw it. Even when one of your prodigal son, the London boy, decided to play his game and see if they will accept him, the London boy, from every indication, he won the election. But before his own very eye, they took it away from him. And they tell him go to court. I believe that every one of you have seen the verdict of the court. In the court, they threw away his case and they were using their normal grammar, technicality. That was the end of the story. That was the only technicality. That is the only language that destroyed everything. All those running around to go to court, go and bring evidence. You see them using truck to bring evidence. Only one English language destroyed everything. What example again do you need? Okay, look at their so-called drug baron government. The man came in, look at his cabinet. How many people did he appoint from the Southeast? How many people? There is no doubt. Survey have shown that in Biafra land, you have the most educated people, the most educated tribe, the most intelligent tribe in Africa is from Biafra land. Igbo tribe, to be precise. How comes in that most intelligent tribe, you cannot get people who can be able, you can't give them up, even not even up to 5% of people who can be able to run affairs in a government? I am telling you about examples to show you that you are not wanted and you're not part of it. And this is why we have decided on our own that we are not included in this enslavement. For those of our politicians who are satisfied for their own personal interests because they are being accommodated, because their bank account is still increasing, because they have built their life on fraud and they can no longer succeed on a normal environment. For those ones, we cannot say because of them we will fold our hands and remain enslaved. No. We have left them behind. After several warnings, Mazen Nandekan warned them, they didn't listen. Our prime minister came on board and he warned, they didn't listen. And we have no choice than to move on and leave them. And the Biafrans cast the vote of no confidence on them. Today, our prime minister have given a straight statement. Go and listen to that very press statement again. After listening to that press statement again, you will see that it is no longer business as usual. There's one funny thing that was happening in that press statement when I was watching it. When I was watching that press statement, I decided to count how many times our prime minister drank water. He has never drank water in a program like that before. To show you the weight of the struggle, how far we have gone. The weight is so heavy on him. The weight is so heavy on him. And when you see his words, they were coming with weight, direct. He didn't miss word. He was speaking direct. He didn't miss word. He told the criminals who call themselves governors directly to their face what they are planning. They are still planning to kidnap him. Just the way they did Mazen Nandekan. And he told them, you did that to Mazen Nandekan and you succeeded because it was the will of Chukwu Okabiam. But in his own case, the will of Chukwu Okabiam is that he should accomplish and finish the assignment that Dim Odumegojugu started. Mazen Nandekan promoted. He is to finish it. And there's nothing you can do about that. Continue to hold your meetings, continue to gather your evil men, continue to. And he has said it clearly that he is much more closer than you, the criminals. He is much more closer to you than you can ever be to him. He said it in black and white that he is much more, very, very, very close to you than you can ever be to him. And before you make any move to kidnap him, that the day you'll be captured, they will call on phone and you'll see him on video call. He told the governor, you will see him on video call. It's going to happen very, very soon. And it wasn't a joke. The area that we are now in this curfew, it is to delegitimize the federal government of Nigeria in Biafra land. The only authority in Biafra land today remains the Biafra Republic of Exile. You know, initially they were telling us Biafra is dead, Biafra is no longer there. But finally, after the inauguration in the United States, it has become clearer than ever. Every one of them that was saying Biafra is dead, today they are covering their hand in shame. Including the ones who, the old people, those ones who come and speak big grammar for us before. They come and they speak all the grammar on the planet Earth. And some of them, we respected them, we thought that we are human. They went to the Biafran home in Baltimore and disgraced themselves. After that, today, the place has been opened, launched. People witness it. The videos are everywhere. Where are they today? They are swallowed. They are swimming in shame. That is how shame will cover every one of them. Just like my beloved sister here said, that so many of you, you are taking Master Simon Ekpa for a joke. When he says a word, you think, oh, this small boy. This small boy. But I thank Chukwu Okabiam on the way he entered. I have said it. From the very first time Master Simon Ekpa came into IPOB, he did not come as a big man. He did not come as the big guy. He did not introduce himself as one almighty. He came just the same way I'm broadcasting, just the same way my beloved sister is broadcasting. That is how he came. Quietly, he started from the grassroots, broadcasting until Chukwu Kabiam chose him and pointed him to Mazen Nandeka. And from then onwards, it was his own job, his work that announced him. He never announced himself or pronounced himself. It was his own work that announced him. You know, they were calling him, they said that 10 in Finland. Some of them thought he's just a cricketer that you go to Finland, you carry him and throw him to dustbin. That was why when the tension became high, they began to make a call. They call embassy, they write petition. They thought that can bring him. But after, there has never anybody that had been such move have been made on him, and that person remained the same. But that move was made. Diplomatic move, spiritual move, physical move, including terrorists. They couldn't get him. Today, Biafra is in the reface. The reface of Biafra is out. And if you're one of those who has been doubting, doubt no more. Today, Biafrans are going diplomatic mission. You saw our chief of staff on a diplomatic mission in South Korea. Most of you saw the video. The chief of staff of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. She was in South Korea on a diplomatic mission. The videos is everywhere. So who will come out and tell you that Biafra is no longer is dead? Who is that person now?
My brothers, you are talking, be reminding them this is an interaction section. It's not only me and you. Comment section is not where you are going to express yourself. Call and contribute. How do you see this curfew? And how do you see the achievement of the Prime Minister in this struggle? Come and speak. Come and speak. If me that is a woman can speak, why are you hiding on the comment section? Come and speak. Oh, don't tell me, sister, you are doing well. God is your strength. God is also your strength. Come and talk. Come and speak. This is that's why I don't always like to come live, because if I come, I'll be the only one talking. My brother Van Maxwell, if you are here, I know by this time you will be in your business arena. Anywhere you are, if you can join us, please, your attention is needed here.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. The call is very, very plain and direct. I know these calls are very important. You know, why we tell you to come and speak your mind? So many of us have questions in their heart to ask. And there's no way you will be on the background asking those questions. You come online and speak. And some of you have wonderful ideas. You have wonderful ideas to share. I can bet you that members of Biafra Republic Government in Israel are watching this program. Our Prime Minister do watch this program. There is no information you drop here that he will not see. There's no some of you want to call him, you want to speak with him. So many of us in the media, we don't communicate with him. It is only when there is need for him to communicate, he will communicate. All we do is to follow him closely, listen to instruction that he's passing, follow his platforms, and you will get all the information. If you have any opinion to make, as we are on program like this, you make your opinion, make your arguments. Those things that is confusing you, you ask the question. It's just like when he gave the order of saying that let people, that he doesn't want federal government plate number. Some people misunderstood it. They thought it is private car's plate number. It is not private car. He was talking about federal government number. They have their own number. So somebody asked that question on my program, then I have to correct it. Some people are confused. So if there is anything confusing you, feel free, click the link, come on and speak. If you have an advice to the Biafra Republic of Israel, click in, come in, and give the advice. It's going to go a long way to save us. So going forward, in the era that we are now, there is no going back. You don't even dream of it. Nobody thinks about going back. It is forward ever. What you're going to be thinking today is, how are you going to support the Biafra Republic of Israel to make sure that this very thing we are doing becomes a reality in 2023? The Biafra we're talking about. Every single thing has been activated. You only saw the chief of staff on her mission You have not seen our Prime Minister. That is why I used to tell you that if Chukwu Okikabia can open your eyes to show you what Prime Minister is doing and where he's going, you will be on your knees every day praying for him. He is doing a great job. And all he needs is your prayer. And I can tell you, every success we have made today, it is because of you that is watching. It is not just Master Simon alone, not just me alone, not just my sister Linda here. You that is watching on the comment section, sharing videos and contacting people, liking our videos, it is because of you as a Biafran that we have made all this success. But remember what Mazen Nanikano said, consistency is the key. We cannot go back after making this success. All we have to do is to intensify, increase our effort. If you have been praying before, add fasting to your prayer. If you have been contributing financially, increase your contribution. If you have been advising, go ahead and expand your bounds. That is the right way to go. And if you are watching us from Biafra land, obedience is better than sacrifice. Information is key. You must keep your ears open to listen to every information and obey it. Obey every instructions. You see this sit at home? Not sit at home. You see this curfew? This curfew is targeted at the federal government of Nigeria to delegitimize them in Biafra land. And it is 3 weeks. Except on weekend. There is no curfew on weekend, Saturday and Sunday. No curfew. No curfew Saturday and Sunday. But every other day, from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Don't dare. Don't put yourself in harm's way.
My dear brother, there's another thing I want you to clarify people because they have not fully understand this announcement the Prime Minister made about plate number. Can you please clarify more on the issue of the plate number that was banned in Biafra land?
Thank you so much, my sister. I just spoke about it briefly now on that plate number issue. The number that our Prime Minister was talking about is federal government number. Federal government have their own number. Where you see FG something, FG in Nigeria. They have their own number. It is not private number of Okada people and the private cars and KK people and all these luxurious buses. No. Federal government have their own number that they use. Every federal government car has that number. The police car have that same number, FGN or so. That is the number he's talking about. So don't think it's just an ordinary number for ordinary car. It's not for ordinary. That is the number that is meant for federal government of Nigeria. That is the number we're talking about. That number is banned in Biafra land. If you are a driver or your brother or your sister or your uncle or your friend is driving such kind of a car with that number, tell him not to come to Biafra territory. If he must come to Biafra territory, he should remove the number. That number is banned. Another instruction is hawking near checkpoints. Do not hawk near checkpoint. Any hawk, if you are hawking for anything, don't go and hawk near checkpoint. You can hawk anywhere you want to hawk, but to hawk for any item, hawk any item near checkpoint, don't do it. It is dangerous because the Biafra Republic government and Israel have banned, Biafra government have banned checkpoints in Biafra land. And the people who are to enforce it can appear at any time. The Biafran Liberation Army can appear at any time. That is why you must not hawk near any checkpoints. Don't. Do your businesses elsewhere. If they want to buy anything, let them go ahead and look for it by themselves. No matter how expensive or how profit you make, don't go there. Because you don't know when it's going to happen. All these instructions must be followed closely. If you follow this instruction, you don't have any problem. What you see the federal government doing today is propaganda. Propaganda. If you don't listen to Master Simon Ekpa, you have yourself to blame. Look at one of the guys who was fighting for Biafra, General Logi. Many of you know about General Logi. General Logi was doing very well. He was doing very well in agitation, General Logi. Master Simon Ekpa contacted him for him to come out and march in Team up together. Be whatever you want to be, but team up together and work hand in hand. The Department of Saboteur, they went and confused him and tell him not to follow Master Simon, not to listen to Master Simon. Today, the federal government, the Nigerian zoological terrorists have invaded his camp. They have invaded his camp. And just today, our Prime Minister gave him an advice. Lock up your numbers. Stop communicating with anybody from the United States or anybody you call your friend in the zoo. Lock up your numbers. But is he going to listen? Maybe he's not going to listen until his head is off. Follow who know road. If you follow who know road, you will not have a problem. For us, we are very happy, Biafran people. Everyone that is watching here, about 200 and something people online, they know who know road. Onye jigu ke u na-eso. Anaghị afụ ebe a na-echi eze wee jebe a na-azụ arụ agwụ. And recently, I saw one of the people who claimed to be agitator. Some of you must have seen the video. Somebody who claimed to be agitator for Mazen Nane. And many of you have seen the video. What he was saying. He is saying, these are the people who have been accusing Simon Ekpa that he's working for the government. They accuse him he's working for government. But now what they are saying, they say what Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing because of the attack Mazen Simon Ekpa is giving to the heat he's giving to federal government. That is why they don't want to raise Mazen Nane. They are telling him to stop giving the federal government the heat so that can the government I say these people are very, very funny. Very,
so that because the video.
Very, very funny. This is a clown in South Africa. That clown in South Africa. He first of all called himself, he said he's a celebrity freedom fighter. Celebrity freedom fighter. He said he's a celebrity freedom fighter. After celebrity freedom fighter, now he's telling that he said that Mazen Simon Ekpa is the reason why Mazen Nane can release it, because Mazen Simon Ekpa is giving Nigerian government heat. That if he stop giving Nigerian government heat, that the Nigerian government will release Mazen Nane and then put Mazen Nane into a very good position in politics. Just imagine what a human being is saying. Mazen Nane, if he wants a political position, they have given to him 1,000 times. How can somebody
mana Simon Ekpa onye kodro enwebeghị ụzọ ndị esibe ha bịa ndị na-aga pilgrimage this na DSS ha kwụsịna ha bịa ka kpọta mbam ka ha mbam jekwuo nke ya ha na-akọrọ Beatrice na Simon Ekpa o mmanwụ odogwu nwoke nna ha ga-asị ebe ha nọ na ha ga-asị ka ebe onye a otu nke asịsị a na-ekwu ọ na-agba egwu mmadụ na-agba gị na ife na-eme na afọ ya ụfọ ya na-agba egwu onye a na-agwọ ana m play video ahụ everyday na-achị ọchị Simon Ekpa etinye na ha mmanwụ ọkwa itinye chekwasa mmanwụ
isoro onye ụzọ you won't have a problem. Master Simon Ekpa knows what he's doing.
There's a question somebody asked here.
Okay.
He said, please, I want to know about school please, I want to know about school children during the curfew. I don't know if you can answer this question.
Yeah. When it comes to the curfew we are talking about, it affects everything. Both students, both school or whatever. It affects everybody. It is going to last for 3 weeks. You see, there's something that some of us don't understand. When we are talking about freedom, to set people free, people have to be ready to make sacrifice. It is not the wish of any Biafran, any member of the government, for our children to be behind. It is not the will of anybody to endanger the life of our children. But when you look at it another way, if you want to get good education, first of all, you must have that independence. There is no education in Nigeria without this independence. If we don't have independence, anything you are seeing there is nonsense. Is it not this one they are buying result and doing nonsense there? Even with all the performance of the people in the Southeast, after going to that school, graduating, they won't give you a job, even to get admission. With your whole knowledge, they will still bring quota system. A quota system that will make somebody from the southeast will have 300, and they will go and give admission to somebody who has 50 in the north. But your child that scored 300 aggregate will not have admission because they are reserving it for the north. So when we are talking about freedom, everybody have to prepare himself for the sacrifice. The curfew, nobody, both students, old and young, anything, nothing moves from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. It affects everybody. It affects everybody. Just like you see what is happening in Ukraine now. Are you going to go to Ukraine and you tell Ukraine that when things that are happening, that they should not allow the students to be going to school? Allowing our children to go to school within that period is to endanger their life, because we know we are dealing with animals. You know what the zoo can do? That the zoo, you see what they were doing with ordinary citizens at home we are doing. They will tell people to come out, and when you come out, they will face them. What they do today is that when the Biafra Liberation Army defeats them, they will go to the street and begin to take innocent people. You saw the three guys that the police paraded. There was 3 people that the police paraded, and they say they are members of ESN. 3 people that police killed took their life. Police took their life, and they say that they caught them in ESN camp. Recently, Sahara reporters have released an information. Sahara reporters went on the ground and interviewed people. They said these people were people, young men who were in their own house. They came to their house and arrested them. There was no attack, no engagement. They came to their house, arrested them, and they took knife, gun, everything, and placed before them. And they took them picture. And they released a press statement that they caught members of ESN. Innocent people. Sahara reporters just released the news. And when they said that in the first time, our prime minister came immediately and debunked them and told them ESN have not lost a single soul. He debunked it. But some people think it's a joke until Sahara reporters came and repeated the same thing, that they went on the ground and interviewed people. People who were there when they came and arrested those boys were the ones who were talking to the press. But they took the life of those 3 boys and they put Biafran flag, take them guns and put in their front and say they were members of ESN. This is the propaganda they have always been carrying. And that is the danger of you allowing your child to come out during this curfew. If we cannot protect our children, then what are we doing? If we cannot secure the life of our children, why are we alive? In fact, our children, the security of our children should be the number one. Should be number one, because they are the leaders we are fighting for today to take position. There is no way we can expose them, put them in harm's way. We cannot. At this very stage that we are now, everybody has to be very, very careful. Follow simple instruction after our freedom. Every state of education you want, every level you want to read, you can read. And I bet you that our children can never be behind. In this present day, so many people are educated even in their homes. You can get any kind of education you want in your bedroom. I'm not saying that we're going to abolish school in Biafra, but at this present time, let us not expose our children to danger. We must not. They should be, in fact, they should be the top priority to secure them. So in these 3 weeks, this is the very first time we are having a curfew. It has never happened in Biafra struggle. The very first time. Everybody must be very, very careful. We know that they will come with their blackmail, as usual. They will try to look for scapegoats that they're going to use. And they will tell you that Biafra did it and did that. But I tell you, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the Biafran Liberation Army have a code of conduct. The Biafran Liberation Army, very, very disciplined, and they have a code of conduct. They must not have any innocent person. They do not go after any innocent person. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. They do not harm any innocent man or woman. Their operation is against the terrorists in uniform who are coming to destabilize our homes, burn our houses, destroy our businesses. That is the focus. You can never see them going after innocent. Any place you see them, you see such, it is not them. And very soon, very, very soon, you are going to see the Biafra Liberation Army in full when they will be inaugurated. In full, in their uniform, in their regalia, so that you can be able to identify them. Some of you, just like my sister said, some of you, when we say certain things online here, you laugh at it and you say, oh, it will be as if we are trying to entertain you, right? Some of you see what we are doing as an entertainment. Just like when Master Simon said that we are going to impose a no-fly zone. Some of you are laughing. Where is which power do you have to impose no-fly zone? But when you saw anti-aircraft missile, when you saw anti-aircraft gunboat, were you saying the same thing again? Your mouth changed. Some of you begin to say, oh, it is now, we know we are prepared. Okay, all this while you thought we were joking. You thought it was just a play to entertain you and make you happy. I tell people in my program, any program I attend, I don't tell you things to be happy. I don't tell you things to frighten you. I tell you exactly how it is. I tell you what you need to know. That is what I do in my programs. I don't come here to make you happy or to make you angry or to make you scared. No. The best thing we can do is to tell you the reality, the real things. Just as we are entering the difficult time now, we are entering into the real deal. We are entering into a very tough stage. And in this stage, it needs finance to carry it. There is nothing like maybe you fight, you say, okay, maybe we'll go back tomorrow, we'll start again. No. That is why our promise have been delaying for us to get ready before we move. Now that we have moved, we cannot stop. That is why you must increase your support. More especially financial support. You must increase it. Anybody that is still giving an excuse now, you are just deceiving yourself. Anybody that still say you're waiting for Mazen Nanigan to come out before you support, you are deceiving yourself. Every single evidence you need to be convinced, they are already out. There's no more doubt. Anybody that is doubting now is just trying to, how do I describe it? Just trying to deceive him or herself. This is the time you have to be ready to sow a seed. Sow a seed and sow that your seed in a fertile ground. And you cannot find any ground much more fertile. You can't see any other ground as a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast with Low Benue. You cannot see any fertile ground more than the one we have now in Biafra. The Biafra Republic of in Exile is the fertile ground where you can sow your seed. And I tell you, if you sow your seed there, your life will never remain the same. Every contribution you make in this struggle from the bottom of your heart, every contribution you make sincerely without being forced, willingly by yourself, you will never, ever regret it. I didn't say it. The Supreme Leader of IPOB, whom we know is our spiritual leader, he has prayed for it. He is still praying for you and I every blessed day. The project is the project of Chukwu Gabiama. There's no way you can do something genuinely and you regret it. It will not happen. This struggle, and yet you are finding it difficult. It is because you are not sincere. That is the only reason why you will be participating in this struggle, doing one or two things, and yet you are finding things difficult. But if you are genuinely committing to this struggle, you will never lack. Chukwu will never allow you to lack. At this very particular point in time that we are now, every one of us have seen the achievement we made with little or nothing in a space of 2 years. In a space of 2 years, we have recorded tremendous achievement and still recording more. By next month, we are going to Finland. for the referendum convention, self-referendum convention in Finland. Every Biafran in Europe is supposed to be there. If you're a Biafran, you are in Europe, you're supposed to be there. Except there's an emergency. Except there's an emergency either in your job, in your health, or in your documents. Apart from that, you have no reason to stay away. Because this is once in a lifetime event. And for you to be there, is a honor for you. There is nobody that attend that program with that his or her name, picture will not appear on the record of those who brought Biafra. You see the way we are watching the videos of people who fought for civil war. That is the way you will be watched by your children. If you attend that convention, the way we are watching General Dumogojuku speak, you watch General Effiong give instruction. And so many people, that is how people will see you when you attended that convention, when you were fighting to rescue Biafra. It is a lifetime event. And nobody that is right thinking will like to miss it. More especially people in Europe. And if you are in other part of the world and you can afford it, please register, book your ticket, take your seat, and make sure you are there. It is the right thing to do. You will never regret you did. A time will come when you will know the value of what you did by going there. A time will come when traveling to that Finland will be something that will be like a passport for you. Every one of us should make sure we be there. You have seen the venue where it's going to be conducted. One of the biggest convention centers in Europe. That is where we have chosen. Fully paid for. Well secured. Security tight. Well secured. So you don't have anything to lose. The only thing you will lose is that if you do not apply on time, you might not have chance. Because the place has capacity, has the limitation of people you can carry. If you don't apply on time, you might not find a seat. So, if you know you have the opportunity, you have the money, you are in Europe, you have your documents and everything, there's no reason why you shouldn't be. Go and apply now before the seat is occupied. It is for your own good. And after that very self-referendum convention, another gate is going to be opened. And I can tell you that is the last phase. You know, when I tell people, I say that Biafra is coming in 2023, I don't say it and I look back. I will continue to hold that strong until the last minute of this year.
My brother, I can't wait. I can't wait. So Nandi Ebuza now. When you the Kobodo madam. So come Nandi button obodo dozo. Buy na agụmagụrụ, amụrụ m na Igbo, nto na Igbo. Ndị a n'Igbo na-agụ m. Ọ bụ nke a kwa anyị na-achọ ịbanye n'oyi kịta. Tụ aka mmadụ uche obi n'aka anyị na-ekpuchigharị ahụ. Ịpụ agụrụ ga na-agụ ka ọ bụrụ na ijighị gị ya eji gote ife ị na-eri. Ị na-eri nke efuru maka nke na-agụ ga-adọghị ya. Onye ọbụla na-agbachi ihe gbasara Biafra, onye ahụ ya ha adịnatara ya na mma. Ọ chọrọ ịna naanị ndị obodo ọzọ sef ọgwụgwọ na Biafra bụ iche nọ na Europe nwaonye nọchiri gị ụzọ nwaonye si ga anọrọ ndị obodo ọzọ oge holiday ha na-abịa ha nwere ndị na-ebu anyị ebe a abanye ha na ending of July ha ya na-abịa ha ya nọgide until September ha natakwa otu ụwa dị mma nke a dịzie ka mmadụ akụrụ bọtụl aside ị na-abịaghị ọ bụ na ejideghị gị agbagbuo abụ na agbahụ gị ya ha enwe ọkụ mosquito ịrịawa ọrịa enweghị ebe onye si dị na mba ahụ dị ya na mma onye si ya laikiri mba nke eze nwe ihe ya bụ ịfụ otu a ọgụwa ga-agụrụ kedu ihe ga-agụ mmadụ agụrụ ịnọdụ n'obodo ahụ onye si na mba ahụ dị mma ịma na onye ahụ achọghị ihe ịma na onye ahụ amụsụ ọ bụ na mba dị mma asụgodo ihe eze ha doziri ihe edozi na ọ a na-emegbu anyị ịma na ịrịawa ọrịa iji ezigbote ụlọ ọgwụ agwa nke anụ a na-asị prime minista na a na-ekwu na-agba egwu akwa kpọrọgo ozi n'ụlọ ya kwa gbafuona Analukwa ebe a na-asị gị pụtawa bịa zụwa ahịa mana ọ nọ UK kịta echi ihe daa egbusie ndị iberibe o nyere 55,000 pụta ya na ezinụlọ ya dị secured. Ndị a ndị be ha rịaworia fiam ha eburu ha bịa obodo oyibo etritie ha nọ ụmụ ha nọsi obodo oyibo ha nwa na ebe a ha na-evisitagharị every week ịfụ ha adị ha mma mana gị nwa nọrọ ebe a na-ata afụfụ isi ha ụfọdụ ntị ha kama a na-egbukwa ya ka anyị nọrọkwa ka anyị nọ. How long are you going to be suffering? Ọ ka mma na imeri ịnọrọ ọgụ a nọọ ya once and for all. Ụmụ gị at least ihe anyị na-eme kịta bụ for ụmụ anyị na ụmụ anyị. Enwe nwa mụrụ n'obodo oyibo taa nwa m nwoke nọ kịta ọ na-asị ka ya chọrọ ịna Biafra land ya chọrọ ịkpọrịzie ya natazi ebe ọ wee si ime ihe a ọ nata ya ekwe a na-achịta azụ ka ihe ga-eme ya ntaiz ka ihe ya eme mmadụ ntaiz nwa mụrụ n'ebe a n'ebe atọ kpọrọ ya jewe Naijiria ọ ijere ọkụ ya ha nọ mosquito ata ya ọ ya ha afọ ezigbo mmiri ụzọ asịrị gị zero. Kedu dị ihe mmadụ ya afụ dịkịta ọ na-ekritisize ndị na-azọ nzọrọ onwe ha? Kedu ife ya eme gị entice? What is enticing you? Gụnwa dị against Biafra, gụnwa dị against Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, gụnwa dị against Simon Ekpa. What is enticing you? Ama m na ndị nke ọzọ bụ ego ha na-ezute na-eme ha entice. Ana m ekwu ordinary individual na-ata afụfụ na ndị mmadụ jizi ụkpa ji ọrụ kịta ijikwa ha sị ka ha chọkwara ịnọ na one Nigeria. What is enticing you? Ihe awụ question ị ga-ajụ onwe gị. Gị nwa na-asị jide Simon Ekpa gbuo ya, kedu ife Simon Ekpa mere gị? Gị nwa na-aṅụrị na-ejide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ka ihe o mere gị? Ndị awụ ndị sacrifice themselves to save you. Ị kwesịrị ịdị na-asị ha thank you. Ị nọrọ ebe ahụ because ịfụrụ nke ị na-eri. My brother, continue.
Thank you so much. It is very, very, very important. Every point you make people are not paying attention. People are supposed to be paying attention. And the reason why so many people are confused is that so many that claim to love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know what they love about him. Some don't know what they love about Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them just love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu because he's a handsome man. So anytime he's broadcasted, they will come and see that handsome man, well-dressed. Some, they just come there to hear one polished English and grammar that he wants to speak. Some just like him because he's an Igbo Biafra. Some like him because he's living in Britain. He's a British citizen. But there is one thing that is important you must have to learn from him. Every message is preached. Are you listening to those messages? You are not listening. That is why you are confused today. You are not listening. Because if you are paying attention to the messages of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, there's no way somebody will come and confuse you or tell you to do something that is not right. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu took his time, more than a decade, educating Biafran people. Day in, day out. Sometimes he broadcasts 3 times in a day. And you're telling me you didn't learn anything from him? And the worst is that some are still waiting for him to come out from the DSS and start again broadcasting. That is the height of wickedness. You want Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to come out and begin to broadcast again. And some say they are waiting for him to give order from DSS, from the enemy territory. That means for more than 10 years, you did not learn anything from what he taught you. Even when he has spelled out every strategy, what you will do if you don't see him, how you will go, how to get Biafra. I can tell you that every template you see Maazị Simon Ekpa playing today, these are foundations led by Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from A to Z. The foundation led by Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. But it is unfortunate that the only man who picked up that mantle is the one that they called COVID-19 IPOB, that he joined yesterday. But the people who has been there for donkey years, they learned nothing. They learned nothing. Including the people that are sleeping with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu every day. People that sleep with him, wake up with him 24/7. They didn't learn anything. They learned nothing. What a shame. What a shame. Sometimes when I look at people who claim to love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I shake my head and laugh. When you see the level of people who walk towards Nnamdi Kanu, you have every reason to know that this man, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is an extraordinary human being. Very, very extraordinary human being. For him to be able to control that kind of people, for him to be able to manage this kind of daft people for more than 10 years, it is not easy. Only someone that has extraordinary talent can do that. You see him surrounded by enemies. There was no single person standing with him, not even one. Not even one person, including the person that sleeps with him every day. They were not with him. Every one of them have their own agenda. That was why when Chukwu Okikadima revealed Mazi Simon Ekpa to him, he didn't wait a second. He didn't wait. He did not waste a second. And there's one thing you have to know. Do you know that everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did and succeeded was the things he did not tell those criminals? Everything he kept secret to himself were the things that succeeded. The ones he told them never succeed. That is why in one of his brokers, he said, I am the one that knows everything. I only tell you what I want you to know. He did not tell them about the ESN. That was why ESN succeeded. He kept it secret. He did not tell them about Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is why Mazi Simon Ekpa succeeded. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has opened up his mouth to tell them about Mazi Simon Ekpa, they will fight him with blackmail. They will prove. They will do everything possible to see that Mazi Simon Ekpa did not come in. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established that contact by himself and kept it aside. That is why today, Mazi Simon Ekpa knows more than every single one of them. The information Mazi Simon Ekpa have, they don't have 1/4 of it. Biafra information that Mazi Simon Ekpa have, these people who claim to be there for 1,000 years, they don't have 1/4 of it. My fellow Biafrans, any place you are watching this program from, I want you to try every blessed day you wake up, go on your knees, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every blessed day, pray for him. That is one thing you owe him. Pray for him. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you know how you are going to support the Biafra Republic government in exile, support. You see the fundraising, be there. Don't even wait until fundraising. The link for you to support is there. Follow the link and make your donations. Every success you are seeing today costs money. And sometimes I ask myself, how I wish that Mazi Simon Ekpa have the before his appearance. How I wish Mazi Simon Ekpa had access to the kind of wealth IPOB were managing before he came on board. But they stole all those money from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with lies. With lies, propaganda, blackmail. You want to draw connection. That is how they scattered everything. But today, Mazi Simon Ekpa, with little or nothing, in the space of 2 years, look at achievement everywhere. And they still have the gut to open their mouth and talk about Biafra. Chukwu Okikabiyama is going to, I don't know, I'm sure what he's going to do to them. Only him know how to handle them. Go on, my sister.
Thank you so much. We have spent 1 hour here. I want to relieve you and let me go and attend to my baby too. So thank you so much for being here. I want you in a minute, or if you can make it shorter, advise Biafrans on what to expect within this period and how everybody can contribute so that as a agbaka kono nyoma mene obo fufu The Prime Minister have his own role to play. Myself, I have my own role, which I'm doing right now. You that is in comment section, you have your own role to play. I want you to enlighten them on the role everyone should play, so that we work together and achieve what we are looking for.
Thank you so much, we have heard a lot. I have spoken a lot. There is nothing I will tell you now that you have not heard before. The only thing I'm going to tell you is to pay attention to instruction. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Follow every instruction that you hear from Master Simon Ekpa. If you're not on Twitter, you are missing. Go and follow him. Type Master Simon Ekpa on Twitter and follow him. You get every update. And the Biafra Republic government, I need your support. The Biafra Liberation Army, they need your support, financial support, to make sure that we continue to hold this banner until we walk into Biafra. The referendum convention, be there. Do not be found wanting. The curfew is not a joke. If you're living abroad, call your family and warn them. We don't want to lose anybody. We don't want to lose any single soul. Enough is enough. I appreciate every Biafran, and I will see you again next time when we meet. Pay attention, and Chukwukaba will guide and bless us. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, my beloved brother. And I want to also thank everybody who participated. It's not easy for you to leave what you are doing and come to join us. As you are going, if you haven't liked this program, like it. If you haven't share. May Chukwukaba bless you all. Until we see you again. Thank you, my brother.
It's Rizmani on the beat, and you're welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news and analysis, where you get your information about the happenings in the globe, especially in Nigeria.
Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself?
I hope I reach you with it. What if we stop pretending and really do practice love? Yeah, like stop putting a price to it. Why would your loved ones fall from your expectation and you label them misfit? Expecting perfection from a seed to sow beneath an imperfect soil. You can't be dealing on perishable goods and praying to God they remain fresh forever. Shut the fuck up. With time, they are predestined to spoil.
Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself?
Mix me with the judgment. I got love embedded in nature's monument. Be covered with divine ornament. Police the police. Know thyself and always keep to your promise. Try to touch people more when you are not touching them, because that's when you touch them the most. And even in your loss, do not feel lost, and let your shadow be the only image you trust. Self-love is what brings compatibility into relationships. Set the tone, love yourself, or get ready to engage in situationships.
Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself?
woman is a fertile woman. Be done with those terrorists. They're made for your man. You laughed, right?